Great to see our fans. Great to see the zoo out and exciting. As we know, a lot of new guys, a lot of new faces for our guys to see, and I thought they all played well. I thought Alonzo did a great job, and excited about him and what he's going to do. And Cameron Johnson, the freshman, and Raphael and Jonathan. I thought we got guys in there. We played 13 guys. 13 guys scored. Roselle will be redshirting him. That's the plan right now. And then Damon obviously has the hamstring, and he's been practicing well, but has been out for about a week now. So that's why he wasn't playing today. And then Zach is a sit out, a transfer, so he was sitting out. So those are our 16 guys, the 3 that didn't play tonight. For the players, I guess, right?
Yeah. Alonzo, you got in there, I guess it was your first kind of action here. Just kind of describe playing, in the zoo and all the other stuff and how you kind of felt tonight. I know you got a lot of rebounding.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I like it. I'm really excited to see, the atmosphere coming, in the rest of the season. I thought it was a pretty good turnout for an exhibition game. So I'm really excited in the near future.
Playing-wise, once you settled in, did you feel like, you settled in?
Yeah, definitely, especially going through the offensive sets and just, there's a lot of things to work on defensively. So we're going to, attack that in practice.
James, in the beginning, a lot of shots were short, sort of sluggish start. You just chalk that up to be a preseason game in November?
We took some, I guess, maybe not the best shots, but, I think those are shots that we can make. I think even though we weren't hitting shots, it was good to see our defense didn't waver too much. We still, had intensity on the defensive end. And, defense was our focal point coming into the game. So even though we weren't hitting shots early, we knew that would come. And we just wanted to maintain, our principles on the defensive end.
Assist for coach, and then also directed to players. Coach, what do you take out of playing a preseason exhibition like this? Is it just a matter of really getting players acclimated? Talk us through the mindset.
I don't know. You guys answer that at first, and then you guys can.
I'd say, being able to go through something like this and go simulate a real game. It's been a few months since we had the bright lights on like that, so it's definitely a great situation to play an exhibition game before playing a real game on Friday, next Friday.
Yeah, just to piggyback on what Alonzo said, we haven't played an actual game in a couple months, so today as a whole was good to go through a complete day of preparation and then a game, and go through our routine, which we'll have for the rest of the season.
James, you guys doing more pressure defensively? It seemed like you guys were very aggressive after made, free throws and baskets. Was that you said the emphasis on not wavering on defense, but was that something you guys wanted to do more?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely having intensity and pressure on the defensive end. I know one thing this year, we have a lot of bodies to rotate in, keep guys fresh, and we have guys with a lot of talent and ability. So we are able to, play pressure up on the defensive end. And when that guy gets tired, next guy's going to come in and do just as good a job.
James, how do you feel like the team is gelling together so far with all the new faces?
We've had a good amount of time together so far. I don't think anybody's at their highest point right now, but we're working hard every day as a team, and we're heading in the right direction. Still got some things to buckle down on, but we're definitely heading there.
James, you were 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Was that a really big area that you wanted to work on in the offseason?
I would say so, yes. That as well as the rest of the aspects of the game, but coach just really wants me to take open shots. Don't force anything, and when the ball swings to me, if I'm open, go ahead and take the shot. So, that's what I did.
So you had a big block early. Right. I mean, threw it out of bounds. Didn't see that a lot last year. Is that a big part of your game?
Yes, definitely. I used to block a lot of shots, so anything I can do to help out if the defender gets beat, just to block the shot or at least alter it as much as I can so that they'll miss.
Coach, one thing that stood out on the foul line, 29 for 39. I know you guys were at 68.5% last year. Is that a little bit of a concern for you, or?
Well, I mean, we've been about that we're around for a while on the free throws. I mean, we got to be over 70 this year. We've got a good free throw shooting team. I think we had some guys not shoot quite as great as we thought they would last year, but I think this year we're doing a lot of shooting free throws with some running involved, and we've shot it well. I think we have a better free throw shooting team, but the main thing is getting to the foul line, and that was what I was encouraged about today. We have to get to the line more, and that's something that has always been a big part of our program, getting more free throws than the opponent, and that was something that we saw today. We saw it in our scrimmage, and we're continuing to emphasize that. So along with making free throws, we want to get there a lot, and attempts is a big part of it. But both these guys played well. I think two seniors for us. I think James was terrific. I mean, we do want him shooting the ball. I mean, he's a good shooter. He's a very good three-point shooter, and he's going to shoot the ball really well this year. And I think can't pass up any open ones because that hurts us offensively. We need him to shoot the ball, and he's led us well and done a great job on the bench for us. So when he wasn't playing as much when we were up big, but I thought it was great. We had great energy on the bench. We had that in our scrimmage too as well, and there's different the scrimmage and the exhibition, but I think it was there's value in both.
Anything else for the players?
Yeah, just one about next week. Can you just talk about the mindset for you guys? Long trip, game, just that whole preparation.
It's gonna be a long trip for them too, so we're not using that as a excuse or anything like that. When we get there, we're gonna be ready to play. We got a couple of days of practice and preparation, but our next practice is where we're gonna start to get ready, and come game time, we'll be ready to go.
I mean, can we just kind of, what led you to the starting five you had tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we're not even close to it. I think we've been preaching all year long, all off season, all fall about best defensive players, best rebounders. Those are the guys that are going to play, and so that's the guys we went with. And we started the same grouping against Georgetown. We got off to a good start, so I think we stayed with it. I certainly don't think it'll be the starting lineup for the entire year. But I thought it was the right lineup for us tonight, and we got a lot of guys. I think there are four wings: Sterling, Chris, Cameron, and Jamel. They all give us something. They're all good players, and I feel really comfortable with that rotation. There'll be four of them playing. They're all going to play minutes, and it's going to be a strength of ours. And it was good to see. Sterling and Chris all bring something different to the table, but they're challenging each other, they're pushing each other, and they're making each other better. So it's a good rotation. And then the point guard situation, James obviously is the starter. We've got Damon and Jonathan vying for the minutes there as well. And so Damon's been out for a while. Jonathan's played well the last week. He's really stepped up and taking advantage of the opportunity, and the big guys, the five guys. I think we have a good rotation. It's an interesting group. I mean, all can run, all have good size, not great size. We don't have any 6'10", 7-footers in that group, but there's not a lot of them out there, and but they all bring something to the table. And I think with the rotation, we can wear down people. I'm excited about him. I'm excited. Raphael hasn't quite got going yet. He's missed a lot. He didn't execute some of the plays. He's missed way too many practices for a variety of reasons, but I think he's going to get better. And even with his play, still came up with 5 rebounds. He just has a knack. Alonzo, we need him rebounding. And then Mike and Sheldon obviously can put the ball in the basket, and Ryan too as well. Ryan's been practicing really well. He played very well in our scrimmage against Georgetown. Didn't play as well tonight.
You said next.
Yeah, we're going to redshirt Roselle. That's the plan right now. I mean, things could change, but
Did he get hurt, or is it
yeah, he was a couple injuries, put him behind. The conditioning's not where it should be, and we got 5 guys that I feel real comfortable with. So I think it's the right thing. It was a thought back in the day when we recruited him, and since we were able to get Alonzo, we were able to get Raphael. I think it became a possibility. So things could change, but that's where we're at right now.
Jamie, I know
Cool.
sorry.
Yeah.
This team, I mean, they won the conference last year, but as you look at it right now, kind of snap reactions, what can you really take out of this game, if anything?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a game. You should win your exhibition games, but you hear about teams all the time losing. But it's, you know, there's, again, the scrimmage was great. We scrimmaged against Georgetown. We saw some really good things. But I still think when you play in a game, the lights and people are watching, you know, it's just a different thing. So there's value in both. I think I mentioned that last time. And, you know, as they're talking about possibly doing 2 exhibitions in a scrimmage or 2 scrimmages and an exhibition down the road, that would be good. I think, you know, we've got more time to prepare now with the earlier start and practice. So you're going about, you know, almost 20 practices without going against anybody. So I think it's something that they may look at changing. We've talked about it in our meetings, board of directors, ethics committee that I'm a part of. So I think it's something, I think it would be good. But again, watching tonight, you just saw the value. You see we're rushing stuff. You can just see we played with more pace, offense early in the game against Georgetown than we did here against them. And I just, the lights come on and people are watching. It's a different thing, and I think it was good. You definitely see the value in those. It reaffirms that the exhibitions are important in my mind. So we got something out of both. Let's put it that way. And they're good. Gannon, they played very hard. They kept coming at you. That was the thing. I mean, I thought they really came after us in the second half when they were down 20 or 22, whatever it was. They came out and played and really, you know, scored the first 3 baskets on us. And not surprising. They're used to winning. They won the league last year. And, you know, we try to play the best team that we think, going by talking to people, the best PSAC team. I think it's the right thing to do. And it's a good thing, and we respect them for what they're doing and how they've done it. And so IUP, Gannon seem to always be the best 2 teams up there. And so I get tired about playing against Lombardi, so we switch it around a little bit. But it's good. They got a great program. They play really hard. I mean, you had to sense how hard they played. And I wish them the best of luck. And you know, we get calls all over teams that want to play, but we're always going to play one of the best PSAC team that we think going in. It's hard to figure it out in the off season, but they picked up some good players and they play hard and they had some good returning guys.
Last question. Coach, some of the new rules changes we saw for the first time tonight, the shot clock and some of the other rules on defense. Talk about the adjustment for that, because it looked like maybe there were a couple shot clock violations early on in the game because of the.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to affect some. We've practiced a lot with it, and you know, and I'm sure they had too. I thought our defense was good early, and that had something to do with it. I think we're going to be a really good defensive team. But there's the fouls. You know, we had way too many fouls tonight. It was interesting in the scrimmage. We didn't have as many fouls as I anticipated. I thought we would have had more, but and tonight we had too many. We put them at the line too much, but we've got to get used to that. The 30-second clock, there's a difference. I think it's a good thing, and I don't think it's going to improve the scoring as much as many people think, but it's a good thing for the game, and I think you just got to be on the attack constantly offensively, and I think that's a good thing for people watching it. And you know, those are really the main rules. The timeout thing that came into play a little bit with the losing the 30-second timeout and going to a media. I think that's a good thing too. I think they made some good changes to the rules, and you know, we'll find something wrong with it down the road here, but there's some good changes, and we're doing some things differently because of it. And I think it's again, you have to adjust and you have to recognize what's going on.